Hi, good afternoon, everyone. This is Shefali Singla, and in this session, we will be discussing the concept of multiplexers, one of the combinational circuit. This is also known as the universal circuit because using multiplexer, we can implement the circuit diagrams. We can implement any logic gate. So, in this session, we will be talking about the basics of multiplexers and we'll discuss the different types of questions that can be asked on the basis of multiplexers. अगर मैं बात करूं combinational circuits में we have the arithmetic circuits where we talked about the adders and subtractors. तो equation based question आ सकता है and apart from the remaining combinational circuits, multiplexer is the most important one. So in order to learn this concept and in order to ask your doubts, please subscribe the channel so that you can write your queries, your concerns in the chat section. Before starting with this session, I welcome you all to Testbook Super Coaching UGC NET एंड आई होप आप सबकी प्रिपरेशन बहुत अच्छी चल रही होगी एंड जो लोग इस चैनल पर नए हैं फटाफट से टेक्स्ट बुक सुपर कोचिंग ऐप को डाउनलोड कर लीजिए. दिस इज अवेलेबल ऑन द प्ले स्टोर. So you get some premium features of this app. तो इसमें आपको स्टडी मटेरियल मिलता है, करंट अफेयर्स, डेली क्विजेस, जॉब अलर्ट, सब्जेक्ट वाइज क्विजेस, पार कैप्सूल्स, मैगजीन्स, नोट्स एंड आर्टिकल्स एंड मेनी मोर. And daily we do have the free sessions on the app. अगर मैं पेपर 2 की कंप्यूटर साइंस एंड एप्लीकेशंस की बात करूं तो 3 बजे मास्टर क्लास होती है पेपर 2 की, जिसमें हम क्वेश्चंस करें बिकॉज कॉन्सेप्ट्स एंड क्वेश्चंस बोथ आर इक्वली इम्पोर्टेंट. प्रैक्टिस भी इम्पोर्टेंट है, इसलिए यूट्यूब पर मैं इम्पोर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट्स कवर कर रही हूँ एंड इन द मास्टर क्लास वी आर सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द यूनिट दैट वी आर कवरिंग ऑन YouTube. So quickly subscribe the channel and share the link of this video with your friends so that they can also join the session and they can also get the benefit of this video. वो भी इस concept को समझ पाए. चलिए फटाफट से सेशन को स्टार्ट करते हैं. सेशन के एंड तक बने रहिएगा बिकॉज एट द एंड आई विल बी शेयरिंग 2 सरप्राइजेस विद यू गाइस जो आप लोगों के लिए है. तो वो सेशन के एंड पे मैं रिवील करूंगी. तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं विद द डिस्कशन ऑफ मल्टीप्लेक्सर. सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मल्टीप्लेक्सर का मतलब है, मल्टी जो टर्म आ रही है, मल्टी का मतलब होता है मेनी. तो अगर मैं बात कर रही हूँ मल्टीप्लेक्सर की, दिस मीन्स दैट इन दिस केस विल बी हैविंग many inputs and there will be exactly one output. So circuit diagram in which we have many inputs and exactly one output, that is known as a multiplexer. Many inputs जो मैंने बोली है, जो number of inputs होंगी that will be in powers of 2. That means 2 raised to power. मल्टीप्लेक्सर का अगर हम जनरली साइज मेंशन करें, it will be 2 raised to power n ratio 1. This is how we represent the multiplexer where n किसके ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा? It depends on the number of select lines. If I have n select lines with n inputs, we know that 2 raised to power n combinations are possible. So that's why we are saying that multiplexer का size क्या होगा? It will be 2 raised to power n ratio 1. So depending on the control or the select input, select lines या control lines, आप select lines बोल सकते हो, you can also call this as the control lines. So depending on the select lines or the control lines, one of the input is transferred to the output line. जो आपके पास n 2 raised to power n inputs है, for example 4 inputs are there. अगर मैं 4 raised to 1 multiplexer की बात कर रही हूँ, this means that we have 4 inputs. 4 inputs में से कौन सी input है जो output line पे जाएगी? That will be selected by the select lines. Multiplexer is also known as data selector. इसको data selector इसलिए बोल रहे हैं क्योंकि out of n inputs, 2 raised to power inputs, or in simple terms, out of many inputs, it is selecting one of the input and sending that on the output line. So that is why this is known as the data selector. Multiplexer is a universal element because using the marks you can implement any logic diagram. Any logic diagram means any logic gate means we can implement the Boolean function using the universal element, that is multiplexer. So Boolean function can be realized using only multiplexers of any size. Usually जो use करते हैं that is 2 ratio 1 multiplexer. Multiplexers are constructed using the 2 level and or circuit will write the expression and or circuit का मतलब क्या है आपके पास जो min terms आ रही है उसमें बीच में आ रहा है आपके पास and that means AB plus something like BC तो पहले आपके पास AND gate आ रहा है then OR so this expression is nothing but this is SOP expression that means whatever expression we are representing that is in the SOP form एंड और को हम नैंड सर्किट भी बोलते हैं बिकॉज अगर मैं एंड के आगे नॉट लगा दूं दैट विल बिकम नैंड एंड बबल्ड और क्योंकि जब डबल साइड पे आपके पास बबल आएगा दिस विल बी कैंसल्ड आउट राइट तो बेसिकली आइडिया क्या आपके पास एंड गेट था यहाँ पे हियर वी हैड द एंड गेट समथिंग लाइक दिस हियर आल्सो वी हैव द एंड गेट और यहाँ पे नॉट नॉट क्या हो जाएगा आपस में कैंसल आउट हो जाएगा दिस इज एंड गेट ठीक है जी तो ये क्या बन गया आपके पास नैंड गेट एंड हियर वी हैड द और गेट अब ये क्या बन गया आपके पास दिस इज बबल्ड और we have already discussed in the logic gates that bubbled or is nothing but bubbled or is equivalent to NAND gate तो इसीलिए हम यहाँ पे क्या बोल रहे हैं and or circuit is also known as NAND circuit multiplexers can be used as the parallel to serial converter because we are getting the input parallelly from multiple sources but जो output जा रही है that is only going on one platform so that is why it is also known as parallel to serial converter you should know the different names as well this is also known as the data selector ये हमने discuss किया because it is selecting the data this is also known as parallel to serial converter question can be asked like which of the combinational circuit or which of the circuit is known as parallel to serial converter so don't get confused that is clearly the multiplexer multiplexer is functionally a many to one switch because it's getting the many inputs and sending the inputs on one output line जितनी भी आपके पास इनपुट्स है उनमें से एक इनपुट लाइन को एक इनपुट को सेलेक्ट करता है एंड सेंडिंग दैट ऑन द आउटपुट लाइन so this is the introduction to multiplexer if I'm saying that I have two select lines agar mere paas do select lines hai then how many inputs will be there or what will be the size of the multiplexer if two select lines are there let me call this as A and B A and B. So these are the two select lines with two inputs A and B. A की value 0 1 हो सकती है B की value 0 1 हो सकती है with two inputs will get four combinations here. So the size of the multiplexer will be output A की आएगी. So the size of the multiplexer is 4:1 multiplexer because we have four input lines I0, I1, I2, I3 and here this is your output line. ठीक है जी तो अगर आपको नंबर ऑफ इनपुट क्योंकि एक क्वेश्चन आया था द साइज ऑफ द मल्टीप्लेक्सर वाज गिवन टू यू एंड इट वाज गिवन एज 16:1 फॉर 16:1 मल्टीप्लेक्सर व्हाट आर द नंबर ऑफ सेलेक्ट लाइंस रिक्वायर्ड कितनी सेलेक्ट लाइंस आएंगी 16:1 16 is nothing but this is 2⁴ this means that number of select lines will be select lines कितनी होगी आपके पास it is equal to 4 correct now we have said that multiplexer is a data selector which takes several inputs जिसमें आपके पास several inputs आ रही है where the input data lines are in pass of 2 and it gives a single output line in multiplexer we have 2⁴n input lines where n is representing the select lines and one output line n is representing the number of select lines so this is the diagram depends on the number of select lines will decide that how many input lines will be there this is about the introduction to the multiplexer now we'll be writing the general equation for the multiplexer let us consider the example of 2:1 multiplexer 2:1 multiplexer means we have two input lines. So the symbol for multiplexer is because the input lines are more. तो जो input वाली side पे आपके पास है जो होता है that is of bigger size. Wait a minute. Okay. So here we have the output line. Two inputs are there and one output line. So this is input I0, this is input I1 क्योंकि 2 inputs and 2 raised to power 1, this means that there will be exactly one select line. Let me call this as S. S की वैल्यू अगर मैं यहाँ पे ट्रुथ टेबल बनाऊं, S की वैल्यू क्या हो सकती है? विद वन सेलेक्ट लाइन ओनली टू कॉम्बिनेशंस आर पॉसिबल, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी आर गेटिंग हियर I0 and I1, दैट इज टू इनपुट लाइंस. सो S के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा, सेलेक्ट लाइन के ऊपर डिपेंड करेगा कि इनपुट I0 की वैल्यू आपको आउटपुट पे मिलेगी या फिर I1 आपको आउटपुट पे मिलेगा. S की वैल्यू कैन बी 0 और 1. So if I write the output, अगर S की वैल्यू 0 है then I0 is going to the output. अगर S की वैल्यू 1 है then I1 is going to the output. Now on the basis of this truth table, we can write the logical expression for 2:1 multiplexer logic expression. लॉजिक एक्सप्रेशन के ऊपर क्वेश्चन बन सकता है. सो आई नीड टू राइट द लॉजिक एक्सप्रेशन फॉर द आउटपुट लाइन. आउटपुट लाइन इज y. S की वैल्यू 0 है, दिस मीन्स दैट S कॉम्प्लीमेंट एंड I0. S की वैल्यू 1 मीन्स S, बिकॉज जो हम एक्सप्रेशन लिख रहे हैं दैट इज इन द SOP फॉर्म S, एंड आउटपुट पे क्या आएगा आपके पास 1. If I want to draw the circuit diagram, so we have a one output line and one select line S0. S का अगर आप complement लेते हो, this becomes S complement and I0. This is I0. We are going to perform the AND operation. Then S is taken with I1. This is I1. Perform AND. ठीक है जी, दोनों टर्म्स के बीच में क्या रहा है? और. So I'm going to take the OR gate. So in the introductory slide, I introduced that this is nothing but this is realized by using two level circuit diagram. First level पे आपके पास क्या रहा है? We are getting the AND gate. This is known as AND OR circuit, or you can also call this as NAND circuit. The way we have derived the logical expression for 2:1 multiplexer, in the same way we can derive the expression for 4:1 multiplexer. तो आपको क्या करना होता है? We just need to take the inputs, we need to consider the possible combinations, and on the basis of that we can return the logical expression. Before writing the logical expression for 4:1 multiplexer, if you want to learn all the concepts of multiplexer or the unit 2 or all the units of paper 1 and paper 2, then you can join our foundation batch 3.0, which is for the aspirants of June 2025. For UGC NET and SET JRF, you will get all the theory books which will cover all the notes and the multiple choice books, MCQs, practice books in which you'll get more than 3000 plus practice questions, 2000 plus study notes and 500 plus mock test. इसके अलावा जितना भी syllabus है that will be covered in the live classes, and this is based on the latest pattern and the syllabus. So apart from this, you will get the revision classes, क्योंकि syllabus complete होने के बाद आपके exam से पहले जो बीच में time होगा that will be for your revision, and you will be in touch with the faculties till your examination date. And apart from that, you will get the free special mentorship for PhD admissions in the top universities. All right. Now, we were talking about 4:1 multiplexer. I want to represent the logical expression for 4:1 multiplexer. 4:1 multiplexer means there are 4 input lines and 1 output line. If we have 4:1 multiplexer, can you tell me that how many select lines will be there? 4:1 means there are 4 input lines. This is I0, this is I1, this is I2 and I3. So in order to represent 4 combinations or 4 input lines, how many select lines are required? 4 is nothing but 2 raised to power 2. This means that will be having two select lines. Will be having two select lines. This is S1 and this is S0. S1 is representing the most significant bit क्योंकि आपके पास दो bits आ रही हैं, and S0 is representing the least significant bit. If we construct the truth table, we know that with two inputs, four combinations are possible. We are getting here S1. S1 is the most significant bit and this is least significant bit. Here we are getting the output. If the combination is 0, 0, then we are getting I0 as the output, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. This is I1, I2, I3. एग्जाम में अगर आपको लॉजिकल एक्सप्रेशन लिखना है देन यू नीड नॉट टू कंस्ट्रक्ट द ट्रुथ टेबल. आप डायरेक्टली लिख सकते हो S1 की वैल्यू कितनी है 0 0. दिस इज फॉर 0 1, दिस इज 1 0 एंड 1 1. और यू कैन आल्सो राइट दिस एज, तो अगर हम लॉजिकल एक्सप्रेशन लिखते हैं, लॉजिकल एक्सप्रेशन फॉर 4:1 मल्टीप्लेक्सर, so we are getting here it is having the value 0, S1 की value भी 0, S0 की value भी 0 है. That means both the terms will be taken as the complemented variables. S1 complement S0 complement क्योंकि दोनों की value 0 है and the output is I0 plus S1 complement S0 I1 plus S1 S0 complement I2 plus S1 S0 I3. ठीक है जी, आप डायरेक्टली लिख सकते थे 0 0 0 1 1 0 एंड 1 1. एसओपी में हमें पता है कि व्हेन वी आर राइटिंग द एसओपी एक्सप्रेशन, तो अगर वेरिएबल की वैल्यू 0 है बिकॉज द फोकस इज ऑन 1, सो अगर वैल्यू 0 है देन विल बी रिप्रेजेंटिंग द वेरिएबल एज द कॉम्प्लीमेंटेड वेरिएबल. इफ द वैल्यू इज 1 देन वी आर रिप्रेजेंटिंग द वेरिएबल एज a only. Correct? So this is about the logical expression. तो जो first type का question बन सकता है that is on the basis of the select lines. You have to identify the number of select lines if the size of the multiplexer is given to you. ये भी हो सकता है कि आपको number of select lines given हो और आपसे multiplexer का size पूछा जाए. That is one type of question. Second type of question कुछ इस तरीके से आपको inputs given होगी and you are supposed to return the minimized expression. आपको expression return करना होगा. That is another type of question. Third type आता है implementation of higher order multiplexer using lower order multiplexer. Implementation of higher order mux using lower order mux. Mux is multiplexer. इसका मतलब मुझे एक हायर ऑर्डर मल्टीप्लेक्सर दिया गया है एंड आई वांट टू इम्प्लीमेंट द लोअर ऑर्डर मल्टीप्लेक्सर. For example, I want to implement 4:1 multiplexer. For example, implement 4:1 mux using lower order multiplexer में मैंने लिए 2:1 mux. 4:1 multiplexer को implement करना है. That means for the multiplexer there are 4 input lines, but we are using 2:1 multiplexer. 2:1 means 2 input lines, but total input lines are 4. That means at level 1 I need to use 2 multiplexers. This is, let's say, S1 when the value is 0 and this is when the value is 1. This is 2:1 multiplexer. It is going to generate one output. For the next level here, we are getting 2 outputs. This is becoming the input here for 2:1 multiplexer. So now you can see here we had 4 inputs. मेरे पास यहाँ पे 4 inputs थी, I0, I1, I2 and I3, and I'm getting here only one output line by using 2:1 multiplexer. क्वेश्चन कैसे आएगा कि अगर आपको 4:1 मल्टीप्लेक्सर इंप्लीमेंट करना है यूजिंग 2:1 मल्टीप्लेक्सर, How many small size or lower order multiplexers are required? मतलब कितने 2:1 multiplexers चाहिए? In order to implement 4:1 multiplexer, 3 2:1 mux are required for the implementation of 4:1 mux. Obviously एग्जाम में वी आर नॉट गोइंग टू कंस्ट्रक्ट इट, हम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन करके नहीं बताएंगे. आपसे अगर नंबर ऑफ मल्टीप्लेक्सेस पूछे तो डायरेक्टली हम कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे. दिस इज गिवन एज 4:1, दैट मीन्स 4 इनपुट्स आर देयर. किससे इंप्लीमेंट करने हैं? 2:1 मल्टीप्लेक्सर से, यानी कि एक मल्टीप्लेक्सर कितनी इनपुट्स ले सकते हैं? 2 inputs. That means at level 1, first level पे 4 divided by 2 is nothing but that is 2. That means at level 1, 2:1 multiplexers are required. 4 divided by 2 is 2, यानी कि अब मेरे पास दो multiplexer यूज हुए level 1 पे, so I'll be getting two input lines which will become the two output lines which will become the input for level 2. लेवल 2 पे कितने मल्टीप्लेक्सर्स यूज होंगे? 2 divided by 2 by 2 क्यों किए? Because we are implementing it using 2:1 multiplexer. So this is returning 2 divided by 2 is nothing but 1. जैसे 1 आ गया, we'll stop there. That means 3 multiplexers are required. General concept करते हैं, then we'll be deriving one formula. I want to implement 4:1. Implement 4:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer. We have to identify how many multiplexers are required using 2:1 multiplexer. ठीक है जी. तो अभी हमने आइडेंटिफाई किया how many multiplexers are required. This is nothing but 4. 4 are the input lines. We have to implement it with 2. So 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we'll stop here. This is 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. 3 mux are required. If I'm going to implement 8:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer, how many mux are required? Similarly, I'm implementing 16:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer. Using 2:1 multiplexer. Can you identify that how many multiplexers are required? 32:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer. How many mux are required? I guess this will be sufficient, or let's take one more. 2:1 mux. So in this case, how many multiplexers are required? We have identified in this case 3 multiplexers are required. मैं यहाँ पे इसलिए लिख रही हूँ so that we can do the comparison. For 8:1 multiplexer, 8 input lines are there. Need to implement it with 2:1 multiplexer. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So we'll stop here. This is 4 plus 2 plus 1. That is 7. That means in order to implement 8:1 multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer, 7 mux are required. Similarly, 16:1 को implement करना है using 2:1, it will be 16 divided by 2, 8. 8 divided by 2, 4. 4 divided by 2, 2. 2 divided by 2, 1. So this is returning 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. This comes out to be 8 plus 4, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So that is returning 15. So 15 multiplexers are required here. Are you getting this concept? Similarly, 32 divided by 2, 16 divided by 2, 8 divided by 2, 4 divided by 2, 2 divided by 2. 32 divided by 2 is 60. 16 divided by 2 is 8. 8 divided by 2 is 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 16 plus 8, 24 plus 4, 28. plus 2 30 and 1 31. So 31 marks are required. In the same way, here we'll be getting 64 divided by 2 is 32, 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1, which is equal to 63. So 63 marks are required. So in general, can I say that to implement note means important point, directly formula पूछा जा सकता है. In order to implement 2 raised to power n ratio 1 multiplexer, क्योंकि जो भी number of input lines है that will always be in pass of n, 2 raised to power n ratio 1 multiplexer using 2:1 mux. कितने मल्टीप्लेक्सर्स चाहिए? 2 raised to power n minus 1. जो भी यहाँ पे साइज था उसमें से 1 सब्ट्रैक्ट कर दिया. 64 minus 1 is 63, 32 minus 1 is 31, 16 minus 1 is 15. So 2 raised to power n, because that is representing the input lines, minus 1 multiplexers are required. Is this clear? Yes. This formula is applicable only when we are implementing the multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer. जरूरी नहीं है कि 2:1 से ही implement करवाना है. You can implement it with any other multiplexer as well. For example, if I want to implement 16:1 multiplexer using implement 16:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. How many mux are required? I want to implement 64:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. I want to implement 32:1 multiplexer using 4:1 multiplexer. 64:1 multiplexer using 8:1 multiplexer. So what will be the number of mux required? So it will be 16 are the input lines. किस साइज के मल्टीप्लेक्सर से इंप्लीमेंट करना है? विद 4:1. So 16 divided by 4 is 4. 4 divided by 4 is 1. So 4 plus 1, that means 5 multiplexers are required. Similarly, 64 divided by 4, 16 divided by 4, 4 divided by 4, which comes out to be 16 plus 4 plus 1, that is equal to 21 mux are required. 32:1 multiplexer, so 32 divided by 4, 8. 8 divided by 4, 2. 2 divided by 4, that is 0 point something, so 1 multiplexer is required for that as well. So it is 4 plus 2 plus 1, that is equal to 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7 multiplexers are required. Are you able to follow it? Similarly, if I want to implement 16:1 multiplexer using 8:1 multiplexer, how many marks are required? Is 64 divided by 8, that is 8. 8 divided by 8, that is 1. So it requires 8 plus 1, 9 marks. आप इसके साथ रिलेट नहीं कर सकते, इसलिए मैंने बताया कि जो हमने ये फॉर्मूला डिस्कस किया है, दिस इज एप्लीकेबल ओनली व्हेन you are implementing the higher order multiplexer using 2:1 multiplexer, then only you can use this formula. ये क्लियर हुआ सबको? Is this point clear to everyone? एक बार कंफर्मेशन दे दो जरा फटाफट से. So the third type of question can be asked on the basis of the implementation of higher order multiplexer using lower order multiplexer. Fourth type of question, आपको कुछ multiplexer given होगा and you are supposed to return the minimized expression. So for the fourth type of question, they may ask to determine the minimized output logical expression. That means we will be given with some multiplexer. आपको simplified expression return करना है. So I'm taking here one multiplexer of size 4:1. ठीक है, आपको सेलेक्ट लाइंस गिवन होंगी. जिस तरीके से हमने लॉजिकल एक्सप्रेशन लिखा था उसी तरीके से लिखना है, बस हमें इसको सिंप्लीफाई करना है. दिस इज सेलेक्ट लाइन 1, दिस इज सेलेक्ट लाइन 0. This means that S1 is the most significant bit. Let's say that this is given as A and B, and with two select lines, 4 input lines are there. This is I0, this is I1, I2, and I3. Input for I0 and I1 is given as C complement. Here this is given as C. And we are supposed to return the simplified logical expression. So instead of constructing the truth table, मैं directly क्या बोलूँगी, S1 की value most significant bit is S1. This is the most significant bit, and S0 is the least significant bit. 4 combinations are possible. This is having the combination 0, 0. This is having the combination 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. This means that 0, 0 means we are getting here the output as S1 complement, S0 complement, and I0 की value क्या है, C complement. Plus, or S1 is given as A. So let me directly write this as A complement, B complement. Then 0, 1, that means A complement B, and input is C complement. Then A, B complement, because 1, 0 आ रहे हैं तो इसका मतलब A की वैल्यू कितनी होगी, 1, and B की वैल्यू 0 होगी. So 1 means A is uncomplemented variable. Now here the input is C, so I'm getting here the variable C. For the fourth input, it is 1, 1. That means A की value 1 है, B की value 1 है. A1 means A, B, and input is C. Now we need to simplify this expression. From this expression, if I'm going to take A complement, C complement common, यहाँ पे मैंने क्या किया, A complement, from the first two terms I'm taking A complement, C complement common. I'm getting here B complement plus B. Plus, from the last two terms, I'm getting AC common. We are getting here B complement plus B. We know that हमें एक Boolean algebra law पता है, if x complement plus x is given, this is always equal to 1. क्योंकि अगर x की वैल्यू 0 है तो x complement will be 1. अगर x की वैल्यू 1 है तो x complement will be 0. Anyhow, दोनों इनपुट में से एक इनपुट तो हाई है, so the output remains fixed. So we are saying that this value is 1. So this is returning A complement C complement plus AC, which is nothing but that is the expression for XNOR A XNOR C. And we know that when the number of inputs are even, then XOR and XNOR are complement of each other. So I can also write it like A XOR C complement. Because for even inputs, यहाँ पे मेरे पास दो inputs हैं, A and C, even inputs, then XOR and XNOR are complement of each other. If we have odd number of input lines, then the XOR and XNOR are same. So XOR and XNOR are not always complement of each other. ये हमने prove किया था in the logic gates. So if anyone is having any doubt in this point, you can refer to that session, and you can find that session in the playlist. ठीक है जी, ये क्लियर हुआ. तो मिनिमाइजेशन पे क्वेश्चंस बहुत बार आते हैं. एक और क्वेश्चन की प्रैक्टिस करते हैं, देन विल एंड दिस डिस्कशन हियर. आई एम गिविंग यू वन multiplexer with 4 input lines and 1 output line, and you are supposed to simplify the given multiplexer. Simplify. ठीक है जी. So there are 4 inputs. 4 inputs means we have 2 select lines. This is A, and this is B. I0, I1, I2 and I3. Here we are getting C1, 0 and C complement. What will be the minimized expression? Do you want to try it? This is 4:1 multiplexer, and undoubtedly A will be the most significant bit and B is representing the least significant bit. What you can do is directly take the value. So A ki value, it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0 and 1, 1. So if it is 0, this means that it will be A complement B complement. This will be A complement B. This will be AB complement and this is AB. Now the minimized expression will be A complement B complement C, A complement B complement C plus A complement B into 1 plus AB complement into 0, that is and 0 plus AB C complement. Simplify this expression. किसी भी number को जब आप multiply करवाते हो with 1, that is returning the number itself. So it will be A complement B complement C plus A complement B. This term will be 0 because अगर add gate हम use करें and even if a single input is low, that means the अगर एक भी input की value 0 है, then the overall answer is 0. So it will be gone plus A B C complement. So ultimately we are getting the expression as A complement B complement C plus A complement B plus AB C complement. Now it's up to you how you want to minimize this expression. You can use the Boolean algebra laws or you can use the K-map. If I'll be using the K-map, so I need to construct a 3-variable K-map. आपके पास एक लॉजिकल एक्सप्रेशन आ गया, अब आपको बस इसे सिंप्लीफाई करना है. So I'm getting here A, this is B and C. So this will be A complement A, this is B complement C complement, B complement C, BC and BC complement. Mark the entries A complement B complement C. B complement C is second column and A complement means top row. So here we are getting 1. A complement B. A complement B means top row and B means second last and the last column. दोनों में B आ रहे. Then A B C complement. B C complement means last column. A means it is taking the second row. So these are the number of ones. We need to identify the minimized expression. That means minimum number of groups find करने so that it will cover all the ones. Quad is not possible क्योंकि जब भी आप grouping करते हो it should be forming a rectangle. यहाँ पे L shape बन रही है which is not possible. तो मेरे पास यहाँ पे एक pair बन गया and the name of this pair is BC complement. And here we are again getting one more pair. The name of this pair is, it is A complement top row में आ रहा है and first, second and third column में common variable is C, so it is A complement C. So the minimized expression is A complement C plus BC complement. तो इस तरीके से आप minimize करेंगे and the options will be given to you. On the basis of the minimized expression, you can identify the correct output. Clear? So this is about the simplification of the multiplexer. And इसके अलावा हमारे पास implementation आ सकते हैं, implementation of logical expression. So these are the different types of questions that can be asked on the basis of multiplexers. So with this note, we'll end this discussion here. जैसे कि मैंने आपको बोला था, I'll reveal 2 surprises. पहली चीज, एक वर्कशॉप हुई थी 9th of March को, जो प्रीति मैम ने ली थी on paper 1 कि for last 3 months what should be your strategy. Similarly, one more workshop will be conducted by Manoj sir. It will be a mega workshop. You can join this. This is totally free of cost. And अगर आप चाहते हैं कि जून वाले साइकिल में आपका JRF qualify हो, so this may help you out because in this workshop you will understand what is 3-step formula for the success. बेसिकली मैं ओवरव्यू आपको दे देती हूँ। 3 स्टेप फॉर्मूला में सबसे पहले आपका एक स्टडी प्लान करेक्ट होना चाहिए। स्टडी प्लान मीन्स जिसमें आप कॉन्सेप्ट्स भी कवर कर रहे हो, एंड ऑल्सो a revision plan should also be included because the revision is equally important. Otherwise आप नई यूनिट सीखते जाएंगे, जो यूनिट ऑलरेडी आप सीख चुके हैं वो इन टच नहीं होंगे, you will forget it. So a proper right study plan must be there. Note making strategy, notes आपके बहुत effective होने चाहिए so that in the last 1 month or before the exam when you will be doing the revision, तो आपको सारे notes सारी की सारी चीजें उठाकर नहीं देखना पड़े. So note making strategy will be discussed. Along with that, अब study plan notes सब लोग बनाते हैं, but सबका तो JRF नहीं होता. तो इसका मतलब कहीं ना कहीं पे कुछ तो टॉपर्स का सीक्रेट है जो उन्हें टॉपर बनाता है, which helps them to get more marks. So topper's secret to success, this is the 3-step formula which will be discussed in detail by the Manoj sir. He is sociology expert. So if you are interested, you can join this workshop on 12th of March 2025 in the afternoon at 12 p.m. If you want to be a part of this workshop, don't forget to register now. And apart from that, second surprise is we are going to conduct the scholarship test on 16th of March. 16th March को scholarship test है. आप इसका benefit ले सकते हैं. अपना almost we have 5 more days to go for the scholarship test. तो जितने भी concepts हैं उनको revise कीजिए. Give your 100% in the scholarship test because if you perform well, then you can win up to 90% scholarship on the UGC NET or SET super coaching. So if you are interested, then also you can register for this scholarship test as well. Test attempt करने के लिए आपको approximately 40 hours मिलेंगे. It will start at 8 a.m. and you can write the test till 11:59 p.m. on 16th of March. Okay, we are talking about this cycle. So apart from this, daily we are having the free classes and the paid classes. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ और सिर्फ paid classes है. Daily Monday to Friday free classes भी होती है, Monday to Friday paid classes भी होती है. The difference is to cover the concept, we are just having one session, that is the YouTube session in which we are covering the concepts. And जिस यूनिट के कॉन्सेप्ट्स हम यूट्यूब पर कवर कर रहे हैं, सेम यूनिट के क्वेश्चंस, प्रैक्टिस क्वेश्चंस हम टेक्स्ट बुक ऐप पर सॉल्व करें. इसीलिए मैंने आपको बोला था जितने जो भी लोग नए हैं जिन्होंने अभी टेक्स्ट बुक ऐप को डाउनलोड नहीं किया, डाउनलोड कर लीजिए सो दैट यू कैन ज्वाइन डेली फ्री क्लासेस एट 3 p.m. एंड अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट इन द पेड क्लासेस फाउंडेशन में डिफरेंस क्या था, यहाँ पे कॉन्सेप्ट कवरेज के लिए हमारे पास एक ही सेशन है. Whereas in the foundation for paper 2 daily we are having 2 sessions, one in the morning at 10 a.m. and second one is in the evening at 4 p.m. This is for paper 2. And paper 1 की class afternoon में होती है, that is at 12:30 noon. So daily you will get 3 classes if you enroll yourself for the foundation batch or for the paid classes. 2 classes of paper 2, 1 class of paper 1. So total 5 or 5 to 6 hours की daily आपकी classes होती है. Apart from that, remaining time you can utilize in preparing your notes and in solving the questions and in revising the units which are already covered. अगर आप लोगों का कोई भी डाउट है, कोई भी कंसर्न है, you can always share your concerns on the Telegram group, that is Shefali ma'am _ Testbook, or you can also send a message on my profile, that is Shefali _ 10. Always there to cater your doubts. And with this note, we'll end this discussion here. I hope एक छोटे से session में 40-45 minutes में we are able to cover like we have covered lot मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द कॉन्सेप्ट्स ऑफ द मल्टीप्लेक्सर. आप इसके बेसिस पर प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस अटेम्प्ट करके देख सकते हैं. आई होप सेशन आपको अच्छा लगा होगा and you must have understood the concept of the multiplexers. If yes, don't forget to like the video, subscribe the channel to get the notifications of the upcoming videos, and also register yourself for the free mega shop. And apart from that, we will be having the marathons in the upcoming weeks or in the upcoming months, because marathons में क्या होता है, एक session के अंदर we will be able to cover majority of the concepts. Share this video with your friends so that उनको भी benefit मिले and Anyhow, you can always write your comments, but comments लिखने के लिए first of all you need to subscribe the channel because the subscriber mode is on. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in the masterclass at 3 p.m. So till then, take care.